Hey, Scruffy. So I verified the presence of a raccoon. At least I believe I did. So we have a raccoon problem we gotta deal with. So I think I'm gonna have to make changes to your water dish because the raccoon's going after the water dish. So it's attracting the raccoon. So either I can't leave water out anymore or I gotta do something to protect the water dish and deter the raccoon. So I have the last year smelly fish tonight. And I think I'm going to try putting your water in your carrier because I think the raccoon may not want to go in there. And coincidentally, he might not want to go in there either, so maybe I'll just have to take away the water, but I think we'll give it a try. So I'm going to come out, but I'm going to have to play with your carrier. Okay. Brand new water bowl and plate. I'm going to bring in the old one to wash. But I need to let's see. So I'm going to get the carrier. Okay, give me a minute here. So I'm putting the water in the carrier all the way in the back. Okay, and then I'm gonna, oops, scare you. So I'm gonna take your old water bowl out. And then I'm gonna put the carrier down. Oops, watch out. Don't want you to get crushed. So I'm gonna put the old carrier back on the blocks here. Oops. Okay, so basically we have a carrier with a water bowl on the very back. And it's on the blocks. So okay, so we're gonna try that and see if the raccoon gets into the water or not. And hopefully Scruffy knows the water is for him. And he's gonna have to brave the carrier. He used to brave it enough to get the food. So, and I used to put water in there too, so I don't know. He was never big on the water. But yeah, he's gotten more used to the water bowl recently. So I don't want to really take it away from him unless I have to. But yeah, that does complicate things. So I'd been talking about getting an automatic pet feeder. I actually have an automatic pet feeder. I haven't set it up yet. But so if I ever go on a trip, I'll be able to at least get Scruffy some food. But if there's a raccoon, I'm worried that the raccoon's going to break into the machine and steal all the food. So that's going to be a problem. I don't know how to deal with raccoons. I think trapping them is like the only thing I can do, but my guess is any trap I set, Scruffy might get caught in it. So, yeah, I'm having a kind of a rough day. So, I was having trouble sleeping last night. Finally got to sleep. And then my one of my smoke detectors started beeping, and it's the low battery beep. So it's really loud, but it it only beeps like once or twice, and then you have to wait for it to beep again. And the problem is every room has a little smoke detector, and so it's always hard to figure out which one is the one that needs the battery replacing. And so basically it was so loud I had to get up and start hunting for the smoke detector and figure out which one was beeping. So I ended up replacing 2 different batteries, because the first one I replaced was the wrong one. But yeah, this was probably around 4 in the morning. I think I probably had just gotten to sleep finally about an hour and a half before that. And then I decided I was going to check Scruffy's water bowl. And I think I thought I heard a noise, but I didn't think much of it at the time. But yeah, sure enough, yeah, the water bowl had been completely raided. The bowl was completely knocked off the plate, and both the plate and the bowl were extremely dirty, and the water was completely empty. The water bowl was completely empty. There was some water on the deck, and there were footprints, water footprints. So the animal had gotten itself wet by spilling the bowl, and then it looked like it had, walked off the deck. And I wish I had got my camera immediately, but I was still hunting for the smoke detector because I wanted to go back to sleep. And I said, okay, I'll get the camera after I get the smoke detector figured out. So by the time I got the smoke detector, by the time I got the smoke detector handled, I got my camera, and then I took some footage, but the footprints had already started drying up, so they weren't nearly as defined as when I first saw them. But I looked up on the internet today at different types of footprints, and I'm pretty sure it's a raccoon. So it was very finger-like, very pointy claws in the footprints, and so it really looked like, and they were kind of straight. They weren't. So yeah, some of the common footprints that were recommended, I think, were the possum and badger, I can't remember, and raccoon, and of all the different ones, yeah, raccoon looked pretty much like what I remembered. So I think I had just missed the raccoon within probably 15 minutes, but there's actually a chance that when I got up to do the smoke detector, that's when the raccoon was actually there, and he may have noticed like the lights being turned on or something and forced him to scatter early. So anyway, yeah, I'm now convinced that the problem is a raccoon, and the animal the trampled bush that I had a few months back, I suspect that was probably the raccoon. And all the other times that the water bowl has been raided, it's probably been that raccoon. Not sure if the raccoon stole the brush, though. It's a very odd thing to steal. Not sure what the raccoon would do with it. And then why would the raccoon steal that brush and not the other one? Oh, wow, that was kind of a purr. So anyway, I went back to sleep finally. Had trouble getting back to sleep. Woke up kind of mid-morning, so I've been kind of tired all day, but probably gonna have trouble sleeping again tonight. And then when I woke up, I noticed kind of a cramp in the center of my back, or maybe it's like pulled muscle. But yeah, I've kind of had this slight pain in my back all day. And the weather was really nice actually today. It's actually a little it was warmer than yesterday, so I think we went up another somewhere between 5 and 10 degrees. So we're pretty nice weather, though it cooled down much faster than I expected today. So the afternoon actually cooled down kind of early. So I was thinking I was going to take my recovery day today, but I was kind of on the fence, and since the weather was really nice and I had some time, I thought, okay, let's do the run today, because I think I'm going to be busier tomorrow. But I think that was a mistake. Okay, let's get your smelly fish. So I put extra kibble in there tonight, again. And I think there's a little bit extra smelly fish because I don't think I divided it up perfectly even. So yeah, I went for my run, and when I started, I started noticing, in addition to my back pain, I had a slight discomfort in my hip. And then as the run went on, I noticed, my legs were kind of fatigued. So I think, I probably needed a rest or recovery day today. So the run was probably not the smartest thing to do. So I didn't do all that great. I think it was a little slower than my average time. But the last couple runs have been some of my top times, so this was actually quite a fall off from my recent runs. And I can't blame the weather because it was cool. So the weather really kind of cooled off faster than I expected. And I was a little worried I was going to get too chilly, but it was okay. So a couple days ago, on my last run, I saw Boots at the park at the entrance. So he was sitting off the trail, kind of in the weeds, and he was just kind of chilling. And I caught him when I was leaving, and I actually said, "Hi, Boots," as I walked past him, and he turned his head. So I wonder if he knows his name. The girls, the neighbors' girls, they named all the cats, so that's how we got the name Boots. And so Boots gets around because that's a bit of ways down the neighborhood to get to that park. So Boots has a really wide range. And then today, as I came back home from my run, I saw in my neighbor's yard. My neighbor, a few doors down. So he has a really wide range. Gets around. So anyway, the raccoon. See, I tried to get So I got my camera. I tried to get some footage of the wrecked bull, and I only had my flashlight at the time, so I'm not sure if the footage came out, and I'm not sure if you can see the remains of footprints. I was trying to record the footprints so I could refer to them if I needed to. But unfortunately, they're already evaporating. so I think, yeah, the raccoon had been there within 15 minutes, maybe less. Say half hour at most. And I'm guessing it's probably the same raccoon that keeps coming back. And actually, now that I look at the deck, there's like dirt, and I see some footprints. And so, yeah, you can kind of make out kind of straight clods. Yeah, you can see kind of the mud. I'm trying not to scruffy here, but I'm gonna get up. See the footprint there, and there. So I think those are raccoon footprints. So yeah, the other footprints that were kind of close, I think it was a possum or a badger. The fingers are more outward, whereas the raccoon are a little more straight. It's definitely not a cat, definitely not a dog. So yeah, that raccoon made a huge mess. Yeah, there's no footprints there. So yeah, that raccoon's really dirty and really makes a huge mess. I'm not sure why. And yeah, there was mud at the bottom of the bowl. So when I came out this morning to, I wanted to refill Scruffy's water bowl in case he wanted some water during the day. So I saw Scruffy sleeping out on the deck this morning, and I figured I didn't want to scare him, interrupt his nap. If he's sleeping, he's not going to be drinking water, so I figured, yeah, I can wait. So later, after he disappeared, I came out and I inspected the water bowl and a little closer, and yeah, it was mud at the bottom of the bowl that caked up. It was dry, and then there was mud on the plate as well, kind of drying up. So I kind of rinsed out the bowl and the plate a little bit, and then refilled it again. For Scruffy to drink, though I didn't see him the rest of the day till tonight. So we're gonna try, the carrier over there. So we'll see if Scruffy will take the water from that, and see if the raccoon stays out of that or not. I kind of suspect this raccoon is probably going to eventually get brave enough to go in there, so it's probably not going to work. But for now, I'll give it a try, because I think right now my only other option is just to remove the water bowl when I go in. Maybe bring it out during the day, because the raccoon's probably not coming here in the day. So I start looking up if there are any remedies to keep raccoons away. Unfortunately, none of them seem to be very effective, and I think most of the methods will also deter Scruffy as well. So I don't want to negatively impact Scruffy. So I think I think they use onion and garlic. And so I know cats, onion and garlic are toxic to cats, so that doesn't work. I think there was something about peppers. I'm not sure. I don't think cats are affected by the peppers, but I'm not sure. But the thing about the peppers is, it only lasts like a couple days, and you got to keep getting new peppers. So, oops, it's blocking the camera somehow. And Yeah, the water's in the carrier. You have to figure that out, Scruffy. Yeah, he doesn't want to go in the carrier. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it in there. Eventually, maybe Scruffy will get thirsty enough to brave it. I know he used to go in there for food, so he might brave it. No. Yeah, you probably need to lick the bowl clean. So let me move the ball for you. So yeah, Scruffy isn't drinking the water, and maybe I'll just remove it entirely. And then I don't have to worry about Raccoon. But yeah, most of the scent-based remedies, yeah, don't seem to last long, so you have to keep putting new stuff in there, and then I think most of them also keep cats away, or are problematic for cats as well. With the one exception, I think ammonia came up on one of them, and I don't know if ammonia deters cats. So when I looked up ammonia in cats, it was cat urine apparently smells like ammonia if they're really dehydrated. So maybe ammonia is not a deterrent to cats. So maybe I need to try that. But I don't think I have any ammonia. So I have to put that on my shopping list. Okay, folks, looks like Scruffy's gone. So I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.